Coming up tonight on YCN News, Rockingham voters approve a $5 million budget Monday night. The Claremont firefighter most injured in Sunday's fire is improving. And a New Hampshire House Commerce Committee takes action to increase consumer protections for people who pre-buy home heating oil or propane. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. The Claremont firefighter most seriously injured in Sunday's house fire on Cherry Hill Road is improving. Lieutenant Andrew Stevens continues his recovery from burns to his upper body, the Valley News reports. He remains at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston. Stevens has worked for the Claremont Fire Department for 10 years. Scott Kinniston, a 7-year veteran of the department, was discharged from Burlington, Vermont's Fletcher Allen Hospital on Monday afternoon. Volunteer firefighter and Ward 3 City Councilor Nick Koloski was treated and released Sunday evening from Valley Regional Hospital in Claremont. Rockingham Town Meeting voters approved an amended $5 million budget Monday night, including $364,270 for the spruced-up Rockingham Free Public Library. The library's role is clear. It's an important community asset, yet one with baggage. A lawsuit is in the works against the building's architects. Selectman Tom McPhee told residents Monday night that the town expects to recoup some costs from the architects for cost overruns, per the lawsuit. The new library opened its doors to the public in December. Library trustee Pat Fowler says aside from the construction delays, a contractor's bankruptcy and cost overruns, the library will serve Rockingham and its villages well.
When the library opens its doors, what will people see?
They're going to see a beautiful 3-story building that's handicapped accessible, which we have never had before. We have 2 meeting spaces, one upstairs where we can have up to legally 88 people, but we have chairs for 100. And we have a children's activity room downstairs. So 2 things can be operating at the same time. All of this is handicapped accessible. We have changed the layout so it's a lot more friendly, more reading spaces, more computer spaces, and the staff is ready and willing to help the patrons and be there for them.
A failed snowblower prompted the need for the town's amended budget. Voters added $65,000 to the budget. With the now approved $5 million budget, McPhee says property owners will see a 5-cent per $100 valuation on the tax rate. In other town meeting news, Springfield voters returned incumbent Selectman Christy Morris to that board, along with newcomer George McNaughton. In the school board election, Ed Karen and Steve Carafa are the panel's new members. A message posted on the town website thanks Springfield voters for passing the town's $10.7 million and the school district's $27.4 million budgets on Tuesday. Following up on Windsor Town Meeting Day results, voters approved the $4.2 million town budget, 331 in favor to 166 against. The $3 million road improvement bond question passed, as did all other articles. On the school side, 312 residents voted to support the $9.1 million budget compared to 192 who did not. In a contested 3-way race to the select board, Justin Ciccarelli prevailed with 192 votes. Ciccarelli bested competitors Michael McNaughton, who received 155 votes, and Thomas Dunn, who garnered 114 votes. There will be more news coming up after the break.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome to the Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice Healthcare Minute. A minute of time, a lifetime of help.
Have the symptoms of your illness progressed? The Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice can help. Have you been told there isn't anything more that can be done for you? Has your pain level increased or become difficult to control? Are you having more difficulty breathing? Have you been hospitalized or needing to make more frequent trips to the hospital or a doctor? Are current treatments no longer effective? Would you like to be more comfortable at home and make fewer visits to the doctor or hospital?
To learn more, please visit www.wehaveanswers.info or call 603-526-4077 and ask for our service coordinator. Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, where healthy minutes add up to healthy lives.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Heads up home heating oil and propane customers. A New Hampshire House Commerce Committee is taking action to increase consumer protections for people who pre-buy home heating oil or propane. With the pre-buy, a homeowner or landlord locks in a favorable home heating oil fuel price. Yet if suppliers of home oil or propane for the pre-buy aren't secured on the supplier's end, problems arise. Commerce Committee Chairman Ed Butler says the amended bill offers added protection for customers. Measures to enforce the bill's terms mean the number of New Hampshire families left literally out in the cold will be reduced, especially for families and other customers who already paid for heating oil. The committee's vote to amend the bill was 14-4. This panel's recommendation will be debated before the entire New Hampshire House later this month. Action this week to amend House Bill 1282 dovetails complaints by clients of Fred Fuller Oil and Propane Company, Incorporated, earlier this winter. Its offices are based in Hudson, New Hampshire. Again, Fred Fuller Company is having difficulty meeting its customers' needs. A note posted on Fred Fuller's website says supplies are low due to this extended cold snap. Police throughout New England continue to make drug-related arrests as law and safety officials discuss how to solve crime and health issues related to drug addiction. A Springfield, Massachusetts woman is scheduled to be arraigned today on 3 different drug-related charges in Wyndham Superior Court. 26-year-old Jasmine Sastra is charged by Vermont State Police with heroin trafficking and possession of cocaine and heroin. Police stopped the black 2005 Chevy Cavalier driven by 49-year-old Jody Claremont of Brattleboro shortly before 4 p.m. on Monday on Interstate, Western Avenue in Brattleboro. Sastra was a passenger in the car. A police search found 100 bags of heroin, some crack cocaine, plus an unspecified amount of powder cocaine in Sastra's possession. Sastra was taken to the Southern State Correctional Facility in Springfield, Vermont. Bail was set at $5,000.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
At New London Hospital and Newport Health Center, we are focused on helping you get well and live well. We serve the greater Kearsarge Sunapee Upper Valley region community with quality health care in a patient and family-centered environment. New London Hospital is in your neighborhood, providing primary and specialized services in its state-of-the-art facility. To learn about our services and our compassionate doctors, visit newlondonhospital.org. New London Hospital, your prescription for living well. Simple solutions in a challenging world. Let Echo Communications make your life simpler. From the beginning, creating design, through the commercial print process, and ending with custom mailing. All easily coordinated in one place. Echo Communications provides simple solutions in a challenging world. One place, many solutions.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next 5 days, and he'll take a look at some local high school sports.
Thanks, Rose. Tomorrow will be sunny with highs in the upper 20s and a low of 2 degrees, so be sure to dress warm. Friday temperatures will rise to the upper 30s and lows in the teens. Saturday will have a high of 43 degrees with lows in the 20s. Sunday and Monday will have highs in the upper 30s with lows from 10 to 20 degrees. And now let's look at the Northeastern and National radar maps. Now let's look at our community calendar. Tomorrow night has some meetings and fun events to look out for. In Canaan, New Hampshire, the Cardigan Mountain School is holding an evening of plays in Human Theater starting at 7 p.m. Cornish, Grantham, and Sunapee, New Hampshire will be holding planning board meetings at 7 p.m. In Hanover, New Hampshire, the Hop is showing the Dartmouth Dance Ensemble at 7, so be sure to check it out for some great entertainment and talent. Remember, you can submit local events from your community by sending them to news@ycnnow.com. Let's look at some results from yesterday's Division basketball tournaments. In the Division III boys basketball round, Stevens High School defeated Newfound High School 81-46. In the Division IV series, the Sunapee boys made an amazing win against Portsmouth Christian Academy. They won 89-72. In girls basketball Division II, there were two of our teams competing. The Lebanon girls defeated Oyster River 47-40. Lebanon's record is now 17 wins and 5 losses overall. The Hanover girls conquered Pelham by a staggering win of 70-49. This is the second time Pelham has lost to Hanover in the tournament. Now there are some big games tomorrow that are going to be intense because the finals are inching closer and closer. In boys basketball, there will be a Mascoma vs. Laconia matchup happening at 7 p.m. at the Mascoma Gym. There will also be a Newport vs. Raymond game at 7 p.m. with the location to be determined. YCN News will continue to follow the division tournaments for your local high schools.